inside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. And the Irish going to be ready today.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. That's his 4th first down run, and we're still in the first half, and Michigan has a great legacy of tough running backs who churned out first downs, whether it's Tyrone Wheatley or Mike Hart or Tim Biakabatuka.
And those guys obviously were great backs, but it's a great mindset. It's a team that's going to establish exactly who they are. Midwest, tough, big physical. Whoever's playing running back usually has success, and that hasn't changed today.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Set for a first down play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Mitchell. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Warren. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Of 11. That's a first down for the offense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The short hands, it's live.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw on second down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, great. By the defense, you just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Got a man. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out short. Understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the missed connection, it's third down for this offense. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 7, Notre Dame 0.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. RPO complete to open the drive.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. This time it's complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The aerial assault continues. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make...
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 7, Notre Dame 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got it set up on the outside. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
Getting some heat. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Looking for a crease. It's locked. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to power their way ahead. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back on the move. And they picked up 9 on first down.